All right, welcome to Byfield, Massachusetts. We got the Triton Vikings in their final game of the soccer season for 2020. I'm Patrick Heffernan, joined by Eric Moreland, and it's a beautiful night, which is nice because Monday was brutally cold, and the Triton girls lost to a pretty good Amesbury team. But tonight they're going to play against the Hamilton-Wenham Generals, a team that's 6-1-2 coming into this, and it's also their last game of the season. So no tournament this year, Eric.
No, with COVID and so forth spreading around, they're going to play it. They're going to play it safe and just have a regular season. Unfortunately,
yeah, it's too bad.
Yeah.
So the head coach for Hamilton-Wenham was telling me before the game that normally you can never end a season on a win unless you're the state champions. Well, either team here can end the season with a win tonight because this is the last time they'll get to play.
Right.
Triton starts with it, but quick turnover there. Hamilton-Wenham pressing already. So Darcy had a phenomenal game the other night in Amesbury. Just a ton of saves. Played really, really well. Triton's defense all the way around played pretty well on Monday night. Gave up just one penalty kick goal and then one goal out of, I don't know how many saves Darcy made, but they had a lot. So coming in, the defense has got to feel pretty good. And right away, Darcy's got it in her hands. Looks like the usual starting team for Triton. I don't see anybody out there that's not usually out there, right?
Yeah, we look good. Yeah, 4-4-2. I see. Regular starting lineup for sure.
Nope, there's one exception. Maeve Heffernan is out there.
Okay.
She hasn't started this season, so this is, I think, the first start she's got. She's bringing the ball down the left side. And it's going to go out, and it's going to be still Triton ball. Nope, Hamilton-Wenham ball. All right. So over the course of the season, I think Triton's got 4 or 5 goals at this point.
That sounds right.
Yeah,
4 goals.
Had a lot of opportunities on Monday, so hopefully they can also carry that kind of offensive mindset with them as well.
Right. Yeah, let's hopefully we get 60 minutes or 80 minutes of just hard defense, no soft goals.
Right.
Kind of have these kind of like letdowns once or twice, and they get punished for it.
Right.
They don't catch a break. It seemed to always be at the wrong time, and they get that one goal that makes the difference between winning and losing the game.
Right.
So.
Well, and that's what good teams are able to take advantage of that one mistake.
Yep.
And I think as we've seen over the course of the season, as the girls and the coaches and even the refs adjust to the COVID rules, I think one thing that I saw at Amesbury on Monday was they seem to be coached to be much more aggressive, Amesbury, on the kick-ins, really until the refs started telling them to back off of those kick-ins. So I think that's one thing that it took Triton a little while to adjust to, the whole first half. Triton was just really struggling with the pressure on the kick-ins.
Yeah, I watched it on video, and it looked like it was pre-COVID. I mean, it looked like they were calling the game
a little bit more relaxed than we've seen sometimes in the past.
As opposed to the Georgetown game where if they touched each other, it was a foul.
Right.
So, which is tough as a player. How do you adjust depending on how they're calling the penalties? I mean, the refs are calling the game very different from game to game, which it's frustrating.
Ball up now over Morgan Hall's head. Good play by her, actually. Comeback chance for trying to possess it over midfield for the first time, but they can't quite get a hold of it yet. Morgan Hall had a good game on Monday as well. She was the one that scored the goal.
Yeah, great game.
No pushing and shoving under as they go for the ball, but out again for Hamilton-Wenham. I think good sized crowd here today. It's kind of nice.
All right.
Again, I think we get bigger crowds for soccer than we used to because now it's a premier event.
Yeah, right.
One of the only events. So Maeve trying to work against number 9. It's going to go out on Maeve.
I'm not sure why, but the JV game was canceled last minute today. So I'm pretty sure we've got a lot of the the practice players and JV players over on the sidelines there. So they should have Andrea Boyle and Peyton and Anna Romano. So it'll be interesting to see how much playing time they get.
Good.
Kind of the future of the program. Looking out to next year.
And it's been a strong program, and it should be going into next year as well.
Yep. Yeah, I'm fairly sure the JV had a pretty successful season. They got a fair amount of freshmen that have some talent that haven't seen the varsity field that will be obviously sophomores next year. So, and the big question mark is replacing Darcy and having the same type of talent from this year to next year.
Right. And after Monday night, I'd say another big question is how are they going to replace Haley, because she had the best game I've seen her play. Just absolutely stellar on defense and played some offense. She brought the ball up the field more than a few times.
Yep.
Tried to fast breaks and breakaways and all. So Hamilton-Wenham in the corner again, loses that out of control. And next year we'll be right here calling the games, even though your daughter's not going to be on the field.
No, not Haley, but hopefully Emma's back. Hopefully Emma's back in the mix. After the ankle injury here, we've been working through. So, yeah, certainly end of an era for the seniors and watching Haley and all of her friends play all these years.
Right. That core has been pretty tight for quite a few years.
Yep.
So chance to go past midfield again. Triton might have a chance there. Go Alyssa now with the ball at her feet, bringing up that left flank. Good little move. Can't quite bring it across, but Chloe's right in the center on it. Gonna try and send it to Maeve in the corner, and it's going to go up into the box and back out again. Excellent play by Triton to keep possession of that ball, but then she turns it over to number 4, Hamilton-Wenham. Kara O'Shea's been on the ball a lot already today. And that one's going to end up going out. It should be Triton ball, and it is. Yep. So let's see if Hamilton-Wenham's is aggressive on the kick-ins. Yep, nope. Refs are keeping them in check.
Go, 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 go!
Down the line. Back to Haley. Good play to one of their big scorers, number 15. That's Claire Nissel. Nissel. Coach said to keep it on her and number 9 during this game. I guess those are their 2 biggest scores.
Okay.
Rebound, did they announce them like it's Haley's last game, all the seniors?
Little short kick in, and that's going to go out on Hamilton-Wenham.
No, I know. Yeah, it's still like, their last one.
So about 6 minutes in here. It's been pretty much all Hamilton-Wenham so far, other than that one little brief moment a few minutes ago.
Yeah, they certainly have had control possession-wise. But no real chances, scoring chances yet.
Yeah, no,
just more possession soccer, and kind of breaks down once they get into their attacking third.
Quite a few corners, but you're right, no real shots, nothing too dangerous.
Just coming from an outside position there.
Taps it back to Darcy. Darcy will play it out to the wing. Chance to really run with it for a while. Turns it over to Alyssa, I think. Play. Sending it up to Morgan. Couldn't quite catch up to it. Definitely getting physical in there. That's out. Triton ball again. Triton playing the long ball. Who is that that's just touched it for Triton?
Sophie Lazinski.
Sophie, yeah. She had a really good game on Monday as well. She definitely had a few chances.
There's an opportunity here.
Back in the center. Ooh.
Gotta send that ball in deep.
Possessing it well on this side of the field, though. Looking for help from Maeve. Maeve on the wing. Maeve's got to come back to the middle with it, and she does. Sends it into the box. Chance there, almost. Alyssa on it again. Trips and falls, so a chance here for Haley.
The accurate pass.
Oh, almost. It's going to go out. Good. No, it's not. Yeah, it is going to run out. Good pressure, though, by Triton right here.
Yeah, it looks like Hamilton's playing a sweeper position here, so we should be able to be a little more aggressive with our strikers as far as how deep they can make their runs.
That'll go down to Alyssa. Can't quite turn around her. Good pressure, though.
You don't get to see here. It's kind of weird. I know, I bet. How's softball? You're going with, no, basketball the whole time. Yeah, it's like going good. It's good. Good.
There's Sophie with a nice tap to Morgan Hall.
Nice touch.
Good play by Morgan. Keep possession of it. She's got help on the wing if she wants it. It's going to end up going off of Hamilton-Wenham and out.
Yeah. Everett was doing North Shore Sports Academy too. That's what she was saying. Yeah, exactly.
And there's a turnover on the kick-in, which we had a lot of on Monday night. Number 15 and Haley chasing after it. 15 has some wheels. And that's again, not really a threat.
No. I mean, had to definitely step to get that shot off, and it was just wildly inaccurate. Just enough pressure maybe to have that off-balance shot. But yeah, nice, harmless goal kick.
Yeah. Those kick-ins, though, that's the thing that I noticed the other night, was they're sometimes Triton is a little, they're not aggressive about keeping that possession. They're just too quick to give it away.
Yeah,
on the kick-ins.
Yeah, they need to be a little more vigilant on the
that's the word. There we go.
On the possession, for sure. And some of it's just simple, just mental, not looking up at your target and then passing the ball there. Right. It's just kind of mental laziness and then just kicking the ball. And if you're in defense and you make that play and you get the possession of it, and then first pass is back to the other team, you're just back to playing defense again. Right. So there should be some motivation to keep the pressure off yourself by making that pass and keeping the offensive attack going.
But this offensive attack sputters out a little bit. Alyssa couldn't quite get that pass to, what's her name again? Our striker.
To Sophie.
Sophie.
Yep.
Morgan Hall again. Finds Sophie this time. Off her hand, and I can call it. That's good. Whoop. Haley on it now.
Close, Caroline.
It's going to be out for Hamilton-Wenham. So again, 6-1-2 is a pretty solid record for Hamilton-Wenham. It's a good season.
It's a good season for them. Yeah, would for sure.
Would have put them pretty high. I mean, we're at a normal season. We'd put them pretty high in the rankings for a playoff spot.
Yeah. It's unfortunate for them. It's
no. We're gonna start right there. Coming out.
COVID foul for Triton there. There's definitely an opportunity for the counterattack here. I mean, Hamilton is putting a lot of people up, and I'm not sure if that's because he's not giving us any respect because of our record or what, but there's this opportunity to get a counterattack here and get a good opportunity.
Right.
If we get some numbers up and make a nice pass.
Yeah, that's right, Karen. There you go.
And that's that kind of adjustment. I mean, I think Coach Preston's probably going to be able to make at the end of the quarter at least.
Yep. I mean, I think they're playing that sweeper position for Hamilton, so they can put a few more bodies up. But you get numbers up, and then you can neutralize that sweeper.
So it's number 18. You're saying is playing the sweeper right now?
Yeah, she is.
Yeah,
yep.
Libby Collins.
Yep. She's kind of floating back and forth from that kind of center mid to sweeper position, depending on what the attack looks like.
I would imagine for a team like Hamilton-Wenham coming in here against a Triton team that's only had about 5 goals in the season, you probably think you can be a lot more aggressive and not worry too much about Triton's offensive attack.
Right.
Which
it'd be dangerous.
Last game of the season, let's do some damage here. Change something up.
Alyssa and Sophie are dangerous.
They are.
No question about it. So it could be the opportunity they need to break out and get a couple goals.
Good possession all the way around by Hamilton-Wenham on that.
That was a nice ball.
Good defense by Triton. Good solid wall in front of Darcy. But back to Hamilton-Wenham. Number 4 again has been all over the field up there for Hamilton-Wenham. Number 8 to number 4. Bouncing around like crazy. Can't seem to clear it out. Now finally Darcy gets her hands on it.
Go, Triton! Come on, Mike!
And that's a lot of contact. Sometimes that's getting called and sometimes it isn't.
Yep.
You know?
It's inconsistent for sure.
Yeah.
Gotta watch that run.
Good step there. Another good step. But number 4's got it at her feet again. Kara O'Shea. She's been all over the place. Speaking of Caroline, I don't think we've got Caroline Gakeline back, right?
She played the Amesbury game. I don't know how much she played, but she certainly is in for a while on that. And I watched the video, and it looked like she was calling to come out, and she wasn't winded. So it must have been that hip that's been bothering her.
So I haven't seen her out there tonight. Normally she would have been in. Normally she would have started. So a lot of contact, a lot of pushing and shoving. Morgan gets bounced off the ball, but Hamilton-Wenham turns it over. Nice. All right, let's get a little momentum going here. So Hamilton-Wenham also with a big bench. No JV game, you might as well.
Yeah, stack it up. Yeah, our JV players are all down the way. They're watching the game. Nice to see.
It's almost like a fan section,
right?
Like a student fan section. Nice. Chance to step up, and she does. Good play, playing it off Hamilton-Wenham to move the ball up. Nice. 15 for Hamilton-Wenham back in the game. Again, Claire Nissel's supposed to be one of their big scorers. We'll see what happens. Number 9 coming out. See, nights like tonight make me wish that they could play a soccer match on Thanksgiving Day here in the stadium.
Yep.
And the nights like Monday night remind me why that's like a terrible idea.
Yep.
So brutally.
Monday was brutal.
So brutally cold. This is perfect though. And good for great weather for the girls for the last game too.
There's Caroline.
Oh, there's Caroline Gakeline in.
Yeah. Right.
Good pass, send it upfield. Here's a chance to do a little attack. You're right, 18's back there in that sweeper roll.
Yep, just sweeping it up.
2 weeks, 3 weeks.
That's good defense by Caroline.
Chance now for her and Morgan to work together. And ends up going off the Hamilton-Wenham girls' back.
I think because I don't know, it's just this year.
So let's see how they handle this kick in.
Okay.
Good play to Sophie. Has it taken away from her. Solid defense by number 11 for Hamilton-Wenham.
That'd be an option.
It's going to run out. It's going to be Triton ball again.
And not a lot of space to maneuver in the midfield. You know, Hamilton is marking up tight.
Yeah, they definitely are. Sending it down the wings might be the... There we go. There we go. Now we're starting to get a couple calls.
There's that COVID foul.
Yeah, we're starting to get some calls.
See some good pictures on Facebook. Come on. Some good pictures. Yes.
Final seconds here, the first quarter. About a minute and a half to go.
Oh, they're going to call that on Triton. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. It looked like it was a decent play.
Sometimes the refs are too like that. Like, COVID foul. COVID foul. You almost got a red card in the Georgetown game. You should put it down.
Haley playing that one right. Letting the girl play it off her chest and then playing the rebound.
Right.
But 15 still has it at her feet. Great pass to number 10. Can't quite catch up to it. but
out.
keeps it in.
That looked out to me. Yeah.
Oh, they called it out. Yeah. Ref had a pretty good view of it from further down. So.
Although it's like in basketball, we haven't had any.
So under a minute now. Clock is stopped on the scoreboard. Can't be too much more time, really.
Yep, that was, and then Anna played all summer. And those are seniors and stuff. Yeah. Okay.
Jana with the ball at her feet now. Chance to send it down for Alyssa. It's gonna run. It's gonna run. It's gonna run out.
I just didn't like the same thing.
I'd be surprised if that doesn't end the quarter right there. Good foot by Morgan to get in there.
Oh, that would be awesome. Okay.
It is weird when the clock stops and you're just like anticipating. Like, there we go.
Yep.
There we go.
They all did.
Yeah, good first quarter.
Yeah, they really, Hamilton-Wenham never got off anything that looked like a clean attack. I mean, they had opportunities, but that's different than I mean, Darcy's worked, but she hasn't been challenged really yet.
Yep.
And unfortunately, on the other end, I'm not entirely sure the keeper's touched it yet.
It's true as well.
Yeah, so they just have to get that offense rolling. And they really did the other night, and they have, over the course of the season, I think they have increasingly gotten better at playing the offensive game. It just feels like over the course of a full game, they play offense for 25%. You know, it's just not, it's not a full, it's not an evenly balanced kind of thing where they're attacking as much as they're defending. It feels like they're almost always defending 2 to 3 times as much as they're attacking.
Right.
And over time, you just can't sustain that and not run into trouble.
Right.
But
yeah. It was, I thought that was, I mean, clearly Hamilton had, 60% or whatever possession versus us, but again, there wasn't many chances there. So, you just have to build off of that.
Right.
And again, I think that the counterattack is there. You play the ball deep down the wing, the sweepers can't really get to that spot, and then they force them out, and that opens the middle up for that weak side pass.
And that's been Triton's game all season. They haven't been like a ball possession over midfield and kind of team. They just haven't been.
Right.
So having those kind of counterattacks is what can open it up for them. So what's your over under on goals? I'm saying it's going to be 3-0 Triton by the end. What do you think?
Boy, I hope so. That'd be nice.
That would be nice.
We'll start with 1 and work from there.
All right. Be a good way to end the season. That would be good.
Let's go with no goals allowed, and then we'll work on 1 goal and go from there. It'd be nice. I mean, they've been known to find that energy to play a great game to close the season out.
Right.
I've seen them play some unbelievable games to close the season out, and get some spectacular wins. So, you get a Hamilton-Wenham team that maybe not taking us seriously enough.
Probably not.
And a Triton team that's motivated. Got a lot of seniors that are finishing out their careers at the at the town and high school level, and as time goes on here, as we've talked about in the past games, a team that's not supposed to win, that's hanging around.
Right.
They find that energy and get that goal. So.
And that first goal will really break it open for Triton because they, I think you're right. I don't think this Hamilton-Wenham team came in here worried about a win. So, put them down a goal, and I think things really changed pretty dramatically.
Yep.
So,
it's like, what are you playing for? It's there's no playoffs.
Yeah, this is it.
So Hamilton-Wenham's got a good season going, but they're not undefeated, so they're not trying to close out an undefeated season. And we've got a lot of seniors that
I wish I was.
Played soccer for since they're 5 years old. A lot of them, and I'm sure they want to go out with a nice win to close the season out.
Played since they were 5, and this is probably for a lot of them the last time. So at least organized at this level. So,
Yep.
Yeah. So ball rolls out right away. Caroline Gay-Clean in again on her usual spot on the right wing.
I love having one of those in the back.
Looks like the same rest of the starters.
It's acceptable indoors. Like, I'm chilling.
Izzy Reiniger on the field. She's been playing a little more midfield than she has been playing striker like she was at the beginning of the season. Alyssa, a chance to do something. Ball into the box. Misplayed by Hamilton-Wenham. Going to come over to this right flank for them. Number 4 again, number 9, no, number 12 that time. They're going to send it out. Good pressure early from Triton here.
Yeah, good energy, yep. No question.
And Hamilton-Wenham hanging back on the kick-ins, which is definitely helping Triton out so far. Over to Caroline on the wing. That's where she's got the wheels. She can make something happen. She's going to go right around the Hamilton-Wenham girl and try and set herself up for a cross. She's still keeping it in. Chance to cross, brings it to the middle, but unfortunately it's not far enough into the box. Morgan to haul at the ball. She's got Caroline. Finally goes to her. Caroline brings it in the middle. That's Izzy Reiniger. And they're gonna, Hamilton-Wenham's defense is going to come through, and again their keeper hasn't touched the ball yet. Was that Haley that just knocked her down like that?
I think that was Maddie.
Or Maddie. That was Maddie, yeah.
Similar ponytail.
And I'm sure Maddie just said she was sorry when she went over there.
I'm sure
and
she
nothing
did.
else, right?
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Take the charge.
Yeah, definitely the masks definitely take away a little bit of the smack talk on the field, that's for sure.
Right.
So Triton keeps it inbounds, but unfortunately not in possession. And now Hamilton-Wenham with a chance to send it down their wing. Number 16 running on it. Got a chance to cross it. Great defense, though. Still coming at it, and then Darcy's going to be able to scoop it up. Nice. So good combination defense by Triton to deny any kind of real shot there. Number 6 can't play it right. And out on...
I think it was out on Alyssa.
It was, okay.
Ten all the way back to the white, ladies. All the way back to the white.
Call 10.
Back up 1 6.
Smart play right to the middle of the field with the ball. Manages to go around Morgan. Stop there, though. Not quite quick enough to turn that around to her own player.
So
Got
touch.
it now, though.
Here we go.
Play. Here comes Triton again down the wing. No. It's got to be blue. Yep. Right after I say Triton isn't a possess the ball at midfield kind of team, they seem to be possessing the ball at midfield pretty well. So let's see if they can keep that going. To Morgan. Out again by Hamilton-Wenham.
Good job, Blue.
A lot of these games, they've given us more space in that mid area, mid part of the field, and the teams are marking up obviously tighter in the more attacking third. And Hamilton-Wenham is really marking up high. There's no space in the middle of this field. So accurate passes and good first touches are going to be important to keep the possession here.
Good turn by Izzy.
Nice little ball.
That was
Yeah,
a great ball. Defense is just going to have to kick it out. Nothing else they can do with it.
So we've certainly come out and taking control of this second quarter, much like Hamilton, started the first quarter. It's been more us than them for sure.
Good freshman said something in there. Ball's going to come into the middle, but out of Triton's possession, at least for the moment.
Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up!
That one's going to be back, and here comes number Nissel again. Again, supposed to be their better scorer. Darcy over on it, just kicks it out, harmless and out.
It's good.
Smart play. Yeah, and a couple of the goals this season. The last game that we called here, there was a goal that just was like miscommunication in the box on a corner kick and a cross. So if they can avoid those kind of mistakes,
Right.
like we were talking about before the game, you can make mistakes, but eventually they catch up to you. Like that one might catch up to Hamilton-Wenham. Triton can keep the ball, and I think they will.
A nice weak side run there.
There you go, Jackie.
Good defense.
Good numbers up too. We got 5 girls up in the box.
Get up with her.
It's good to see.
That's a good little ball. It's going to bounce funny.
Oh boy, stay on it.
Claire Nissel now again a chance. No, she gets a little bit of shove, but no call. Plenty of good contact.
Another game would have called that. So
Goal kick.
Yeah,
It's good pressure, good defense.
we'll talk about it.
and good refereeing because that was soccer as opposed to calling a COVID call there,
Right.
which I think they could have called. No question.
Yep.
So again, they've really gone without a shot for the first 5 minutes of this quarter, but so is Triton. That's the problem. Triton just hasn't gotten a clean look on the net yet.
No.
Go Triton! Come on, Blue! Call your 10! Call your 10!
Hamilton-Wenham definitely using their bench a lot more, although Triton does bring in a sub now, Julia Beauvais. In for Haley. Number 4. O'Shea has the ball taken away from her, at least for the moment. Yep, it's going to stay that way. Right to the middle, right to Chloe. She's got a chance to send it around to Caroline. If she can keep up with it, that's going to be tough. She keeps it in.
All right.
In and keeps possession somehow for Triton. It's excellent. She needs some help there. But turning that over. Good little play. Again, it's going to be Triton ball. That's the way to move it up the field sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, just those little 10 yards, 15 yards at a time. Looks a little bit like football. There's a nice big boom. Almost into the box. Izzy Reiniger on it. Or that might have been Morgan.
Yeah.
Puts it around. Bounces off the post. A little bit of chaos in the box there for Hamilton-Wenham.
Unlucky bounce for us.
Crazy enough, their keeper still hasn't touched the ball, despite all that. And they're going to make a call there, yeah.
That's a pre-COVID foul there.
Yeah.
That was a nice cross by Morgan.
That was, yeah.
She was deep out there in the corner and got around on that ball nice.
Yeah, and that bounce it came out, and there was a chance to do something there. Triton just didn't exactly have the right person in exactly the right spot.
Yeah, just bad luck the way it bounced. Yeah, could easily just gone to one of our girls for the one touch in.
There's Alyssa.
Very nice turn.
Sends it into Izzy. Izzy's got Morgan with her. It's going to end up going to Caroline. Oh, beautiful play by Caroline. She sends it into the box as well.
Get there.
And there's the first time the Hamilton-Wenham keeper touches it. But that's good pressure. And that's the kind of thing they were creating the other night.
Miss. Wow.
Not sure how that's going that way, but we'll take it.
All right. I don't understand that one, but
Triton definitely got away with one there.
Yeah, but bank error in your favor. We'll take it.
So we're playing Monopoly now.
That's
Excellent.
right. Yeah.
Excellent.
Little Monopoly reference here.
Yeah. Nice. I'm not going to let old guys call the game anymore.
No, that's right.
Ball's up in the box. Going to bounce funny, but unfortunately right into her hands. Great pressure, though, by Triton. Here comes a chance for Hamilton-Wenham to counterattack if they move quick enough, but they're going to end up just kicking it out of bounds.
Let it go.
Oh, yeah, okay. We got one coming in, too. Maeve Heffernan coming in for Caroline. It's been some really good pressure on the wings here by Triton so far. They're going to keep it up. Excellent play by Triton. Good possession. Keep it, Morgan. Turnover. Hamilton-Wenham tries the long ball now.
It's tough when you can't head that ball. Oh!
Are they going to call that? Yeah. That's tough. That's tough because I don't, in a normal circumstances, I don't think she would have stopped. Right. They would have just, but she had to stop because of the way the ball was bouncing. It was crazy. Sort of pinballing back and forth over midfield here. Still pinballing. And then it's going to get to Morgan's feet. Sends it out to Janet. Janet to Alyssa. Sends it down to Alyssa. Other foot owner.
Yeah, she's looking for it on the outside. Went to the inside.
Morgan now hauled now with a good threatening play right here. She's still on it.
Last possession.
And unfortunately, it's going to bounce off her feet and roll out for a goal kick after all that.
Good battle.
Seems like she's getting double teamed more than anybody else. And, again, it's one of those, like, you shouldn't be able to double team if you can't even have any contact in COVID rules.
Right.
But somehow it's happening. So
yeah, it's probably good scouting on the Hamilton-Wenham's part to, bird dog who's the most threatening player and try to neutralize her.
Yeah, Morgan's had a good year. Scored some goals and has been instrumental in every game. So Janet back to Janet. Now it's going to drop back to Triton's defense. Oh, she totally shoved off her. Yep. It was a good shove, though.
It was a good shove. It was not...
And the Hamilton-Wenham coaches getting upset with Alyssa.
Getting a little chippy.
Yeah, very chippy with the ref who's not having any of it. And I don't blame them. I mean, they're calling it both ways pretty cleanly, I think, so far.
Yep.
That ball should be cleanly cleared out of there by Triton. Nicely done. Izzy Reiniger chasing after it, but got shielded by the Hamilton-Wenham player.
We got a pressure.
Her goal kicks have not been super clean so far. And,
Yeah.
so they got to keep that in mind too. When the keeper has had a chance to kick it, she's not exactly booming the ball or sending it out
Right.
to a special spot or anything. It's just sort of been, not very clean. Ooh, that's a clean pass right there, though. A chance for number 9 to do some damage on Darcy, and she puts it in the back of the net. Right side, what's it called? No goal.
Offsides?
No, they're saying it's a goal.
Yeah.
I don't think she was offsides. I mean, it was close, but I don't think she was offsides. It looked like a really nice, clean pass. So they're calling it a goal. So that'll be number 9, Jay Mcguire, their top goal scorer. He's in the right place at the right time and take advantage of that one mistake by Triton so far in this entire half.
Yeah.
Well, in this entire quarter. And unfortunately, that puts them up 1.
Man, Darcy seemed to think it was offsides. I didn't. Things happen. The play happens so fast. It's tough to know. You never see it cleanly. I'd love to have a replay on it.
Well, we can watch the replay
We'll have to go home tonight and watch it.
As soon as Bob loads it up, we can watch the replay. Yeah, it was close. I mean, to me, it looked like just sort of as it happened. My first instinct was say it was a really clean, nice pass.
Right.
So, I mean, it wasn't so blatantly offsides that it, to make you stumble. But it's too bad.
Yep. No question.
But Triton threatening again, as they have been this entire quarter, except for that one little mistake. And here's a chance to put it up and into the box. Bouncer comes back to Triton. Hamilton-Wenham smartly playing it off the rebound. And that's going to roll out. It's going to be Triton ball. This ball has stayed pretty much on this side for Triton the entire time. Or at least for the last 10 minutes or so. They haven't brought it to the other side of the field. Neither is Hamilton-Wenham. Good play to Claire Nissel, but Darcy's out on it. Darcy's not fooling around now. She's getting that ball out of there well before it gets anywhere near the box.
That's good stuff.
Chance for Maeve to do something. Maeve with a little mover on that girl. I think that girl fell over, not got knocked down.
Yeah, that looked a little dramatic.
Yeah. Good play to Claire Nissel on the wing for Hamilton-Wenham. She's only got one player with her on this run, though. She's going to bring it all the way around by herself. Going to go right to Darcy. A chance here for Hamilton-Wenham to take a shot while Darcy's down, but they don't get anything clean. Now here comes the counter, Izzy Reiniger.
Oh, yeah, this is more normal soccer than...
Not sure what she was looking for there. 5.5 left here. What are they stopping for? Hamilton-Wenham taking their time on the sub-ins here.
I think the ref asked her to go off for some reason. I'm not sure what happened.
Right, so Hamilton-Wenham kicking far side of the field. And a nice little play, but they can't quite do the give and go and lose possession. So they had so much momentum going there for the first 10 minutes, more 12 minutes of this half of this quarter, and then just a one breakdown, one beautiful pass later, and now it's 1-0.
1-0, yeah. No, certainly not out of reach at 1-0. So you just gotta, keep fighting, keep the energy up, keep working hard.
Caroline on this side of the field now. Morgan with the ball at her feet, sending it up for Izzy. It looks like beautiful pass, right on it.
Got a touch on it.
Izzy still with a chance to play it. It's going to end up going out on her though. Hamilton-Wenham ball. That was a nice pass though. Like, didn't look like she was going to be able to get to it. She did.
Yep.
Start doing this. She starts going like that. You've got to be able to see.
So they got to keep the ball down here for the last 5 minutes. Keep this pressure on. Hamilton-Wenham trying to just play it down the line. Good step up there on Triton defense. The chance to send it up. And again, it's a lot of contact that sometimes
Caroline's
it's
open.
Morgan Hall couldn't quite keep possession long enough.
Caroline's open.
Morgan Hall's open. Maeve's open. She's got to go somewhere with it. Finally goes to Morgan. By that time, the defender come on it, and then she couldn't quite clear it all the way around to Caroline. Darcy way out now. Sends it up. Smart play by Hamilton-Wenham to be in front of where that ball was going to go. Good little pass. There's a runner down the left side. Number 4 again, O'Shea with the ball at her feet, and that's probably going to roll out. So Triton again, not making, even with a deeper bench, not making that many subs in this game. Hamilton-Wenham though, it seems like every other shift.
Yeah,
it's more like hockey subs.
Yeah.
Can't quite get it past Triton's defense this time. Managed to hold possession long enough to get it to Morgan. Morgan getting a lot of contact, a lot of back and forth going on there. Maeve with the ball at her feet now on the right wing. She's going to send it up to Izzy.
It's good movement.
Izzy looking for Alyssa.
Should be a call there.
Yeah, definitely. And there we go. Gets the call. Yep. Alyssa was definitely trying to turn and make a move on that.
Yeah.
Girl just clipped her feet.
That was a good foul on Hamilton-Wenham because she maybe could have done something with that there.
Under 3 minutes now.
Should be a direct kick.
Anybody in particular should be taking this? Who's got the sort of the biggest foot? Because you really do want to put it in the box on this, don't you?
Yeah, I mean,
I know it's an indirect.
30 yards out. Well, we may not know it's direct. They're just so forced to habit. Yeah, see now they're playing direct. I think Pressman told them there was a direct. But that far out, I mean, there it is, little touch. Come on, girls, finish. Oh, that was it.
They keep it in now. Goal kick.
She gets a clean touch on that. That could have been a really pretty goal. That was a nice service.
Beautiful play, right into where she needed it. Oh.
That looked pretty good. Just unfortunate.
Julia out and Haley Moreland back in. Under 2 minutes now. Hamilton-Wenham with 1-0 lead. Could have been 1-1 going into the half. That would have been nice. Oh. A lot of contact there.
Was it Maeve?
No calls. Yeah, that was Maeve.
Looks like she took it off the throat.
Yeah.
That was high in the chest.
She's been, that's like a basketball move for her. That's not going to bother her. Just don't hit her knees. Everything else, she'll be okay.
Solid, right? Yeah.
Sending that down almost right into the middle. There's a chance there.
That's a COVID foul. I mean, she gave her a good bump.
And there's a little ball up in the air. Oh, almost. Yep.
No question that's a foul. Yeah. To give her a solid bump. But
it just depends on the refs. Depends on whether, I think, and we've talked about this before, whether the refs are like remembering COVID.
Right.
I mean, sometimes it's just the flow of the game looks like soccer, feels like soccer.
Right.
She was definitely onside, but it's not going to matter.
I still feel like those calls have to do with location on the field too. They don't want to call a COVID foul in front of the right in front of the box there, but I could be wrong on that. It just feels that way. Much looser whistle midfield for COVID fouls and a little tighter around the box.
Yep.
There it is. More accurate to Alyssa. We had a chance there. She she definitely had the run to the net there.
I mean, Alyssa's been making herself available, no question about that. She's putting herself in the right position. Good step up by Triton's defense. Going to clear that out to Caroline.
Stay in. Come on, Alyssa.
Alyssa with the ball.
Nice little turn.
Nice little move. Under a minute now, so they got to do something right here. They're going to run out of time.
See, Caroline's going to be
That's
available.
That's going to get spoiled. Yep.
Caroline's going to be available for that pass to keep that attack going.
Oh, that was close. That was their last chance to make something happen right there. And
but that's just the little things right there, you know. If Caroline's available, the ball goes to her, then you can play the ball through the weak side, and now you got a girl run into the net. It's that close to, to happening to get a scoring chance.
And that's, again, I'm going to say this. I know we sort of harped on it earlier in the season, but I think that still has a lot to do with the lack of practice before the season, a lack of a preseason, and then they really haven't had just this past week. I mean, the weather has not been in their favor. They missed a game, had to have it postponed, and then they didn't have practice, and so stuff you just, in order to get that chemistry to really feel that. Right. And it's funny. I don't think of Caroline playing on her left side as much.
She's usually on the right side.
So that could be a part of it too. It's just adjusting to being on a different side of the field.
Right.
So, but it's good to see her out there, considering she missed a game and more last time. So
and she's running the field nicely. I don't see any hip issues.
No, she looks good.
And last game of the season, she may just be playing through it.
Right, exactly.
Plenty of time to recover after today.
And with a lot of uncertainty about what the next seasons are going to look like, not soccer seasons, but the next Triton sports season.
The winter season,
The winter seasons.
Yep.
You might as well play now because you don't know when you're going to get a chance to get on the field or the court or anything else.
Right.
Anytime soon. They've already canceled
the tournaments. Right.
The tournaments are all off the table now, unfortunately, and we'll see. We'll see what it looks like.
Yep.
Next couple of weeks, but this has been nice, and I had a chance before the game to talk to the Hamilton-Wenham coach for a little bit, and we had the same kind of sentiments around, at least these girls got to get out here and play. That beginning of the season, when they first released the rules, it didn't sound like it was going to be soccer, and then when you watch it, it's still soccer.
It is. Yep.
You can nitpick here and there, but at this point in the season, and I'm happy we got to this game. Early in the season, I didn't think we were going to make it all the way to November 4th to be able to see them out here. So it's we're lucky for that.
Right. Yeah, I mean, some of the physicality has kind of affected the game a little bit. It's kind of the negative on it, but on the same flip of the coin on that, the positive is that there's no injuries, right? I mean, you get kind of wear and tear injuries, pulling muscles or whatever, Charlie horses or what have you, but you're not getting the knees and the ankle
and the concussions
because the heading's not allowed, right?
Yep.
So maybe they make some sort of augmented rule in the heading too, that you can head, but in not all circumstances, I don't know, just for safety reasons, because there are just so many concussions. I mean, our team alone had numerous concussions last year, and they can't. They're serious,
Right.
So
and at a young age, I mean, it really doesn't. You can sort of see how important headers are in. Well, I'll be honest. Before this season, I would have said headers are meaningless in high school soccer, period, because there's so little time that they have to actually control it.
Yep.
You just don't. You see very few players in a high school level that are really good, adept at using their head in a way that's intentional, not just playing it.
Right.
But then you see in this season, you've seen how much their instincts are to head the ball, and so that's been hard to adjust to.
Yeah. Well, in some cases, that is the best option.
Yeah.
Is to use your head. Especially if you're playing defense to neutralize an attack. So maybe it's a situation where and they'll probably never do it, but like you have, just in your attacking and defending third, you can head the ball.
Right.
In between the 18s, you can't head the ball or something, to that effect, because some of these punts at these goalies, but I mean the ball's in the air, 50, 100 feet in the air, wherever it is, and take that off the head, game in, game out, numerous times, and that's on the defenders and the center mids, and it's
And the kick-ins, how do you feel about the kick-ins? Is that an improvement in terms of just the overall flow of the game, in that the players have a better opportunity to maintain possession on the kick-ins, or at least do something with it do something offensive with it more often, because of these little, sort of the tap and the long ball
is
better than, to me, better than some of the throw-ins that you just don't. It's disruptive to the game and it stops the flow.
Yeah, I think it's a push, right? I mean, I think that point is 100% right. But then, with a ball girl or ball boy in the sidelines, that throws you the ball, you can get a quick throw in.
Right.
If someone's out of position or whatever, you can get a nice opportunity.
Right.
But for the set plays, I think throw in versus a kick in is, the kick in could be, better before what you said. Quick little short pass, and then you can blast it across field or what have you.
And that's a good point on the quick throw-ins, because I think it's one thing I noticed early in the season was how that whistle allows everyone to sort of reset, and you miss that opportunity for it. But I would say on balance that doesn't happen as often in a game as we've seen them get better and better and better at maintaining possession off of a kick-in. I think I would say the percentage of times that they've either maintain percentage or do what they want to do off a kick-in seems higher than the number of times they've maintained possession on a throw-in. So it's a little more controlled.
Yep.
That said, I don't want to see.
And there's no foul kick-ins, right? You lift your foot and throw in. At this level, it doesn't happen. But
you don't get to see those really cool the players that have mastered how you can run up and do the flip and throw in thing. You don't get to see that, unfortunately.
No, but those are effective.
I know.
You take a throw in and you can do something like that. You turn it into a corner kick.
Basically, yeah. And you can't be offsides on a throw-in, so that's a plus as well.
Those flips over the ball, you can put that to the far post if you really, I've seen a lot of people do it. My buddy who coaches out in Saratoga, he trains a kid every single season. As one graduates, he does it. Yeah.
Wow.
So from the 30 yards in, he's putting balls to the far post on throw-ins.
Wow.
So it's it's impressive.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
I mean, it certainly makes a throw-in a lot more threatening. And then if you have set plays off of that, you can create scoring opportunities from just a throw-in.
It's got to be an honor to be the kid that he taps to be the.
They fight for it. They have tryouts for it to see who's the best at it.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So what's Pressman do here for the second half? What kind of adjustments do you think are we going to see?
I think he's going to hopefully tell the seniors you got 40 minutes and play your hearts out first, and then talk about what you need to do to be more effective, which is a little quicker possession as far as the passing and the touches, to stay one step ahead of Hamilton-Wenham, who's tight marks, and to look for those opportunities to pick apart their defense. At the tail end there, I mentioned if Caroline just made that play and had Alyssa give her the ball, then she could have looked up, and now you have space because you broke the pressure and you put it behind their defender, and now the weak side wing is going to goal on sides, with really just a goalie and her in front of her.
Right.
And it's that close if you just see it and execute on it, and hopefully he talks about that. But their possession, their marks are really tight in the midfield, and they have to do quicker runs, quicker touches, break the pressure, and then look for the the counterattack when they press too high up. But at 1-0, I don't know if Hamilton makes those extra girls up in the box because they're up by a goal now.
Yeah, that could be. Yeah, so. That's a good point. It may be a little bit tighter. They may be playing more defense, to sort of park the bus kind of defense, for most of the second half. But to your first point, you tell your seniors, Izzy Reiniger and who else is a senior striker, just get up there and score goals. I mean, this is it's your last chance.
Yep.
So I know Alyssa's only a junior.
Yeah, the strikers are young. We got a lot of senior defenders. Obviously, Darcy is in the goals. He's a senior, but up front we're young, right? We got Chloe's a sophomore, Morgan's a junior, Alyssa's a junior, Sophie's a freshman. So up front we got
Caroline's a sophomore too.
So they're really young up front.
Yeah. So it's been a good season. This is going to be a really solid team next year if they get most of these girls to come back.
Yeah. And as I mentioned, that some of these girls are playing JV that have gotten little playing time, here or just play JV. There's some defenders coming up that will be able to, fill the shoes of some of these seniors leaving. So, this is a nice flow of girls coming on through here, which is great for the program.
It's good. It is. It really is. You got to feel for the boys program, which is having the opposite problem. They just can't get numbers right now.
Right.
And definitely struggling.
Yep. Yeah, it seems to be a trend in the last couple of years. But, knowing DeRocher like I do, who's the president of the Triton Youth Soccer Program, my understanding is that there's a fair amount of boys, coming through from like the U10, U12, so, at some point, hopefully that trend reverses, it's just, with the boys, it's just a little more competitiveness with other sports,
right.
With baseball and lacrosse and such, that it just pulls, in football, it pulls a lot of kids away from soccer.
It'll be interesting to see when football does come back. Is there a little less enthusiasm for it after having an entire season without it?
Right.
Fantastic defense by Triton right there to get that ball away from their big score. Back to their sweeper.
So get some numbers up and defend high here. There
Good
it is.
opportunity to bring it down the line.
Good turnover. So there it is. There's that run.
It was on the weak side, and there she goes, but it's not quite quick enough. And actually, I think she was going to Alyssa more in the middle.
Yep. But
Didn't quite get it there.
That was good defense by Hamilton to mark up on the backside there.
I don't know whether Alyssa should have been further over or Maeve should have been further over to get that ball. But it was a good play. It was a good little run.
Yep. No, it was the right idea. I mean, it just needed a little more pace on the ball, and send it harder and deeper to the corner to get it past the defenders. But that's the first thing you have to do is see it, right?
Yeah.
And then and then the next is to execute on it. So.
Well, they can watch the tape and then next fall come out here and
do it, right?
And execute. Yeah, and it's only Pressman's first year as the varsity head coach, but he's known a lot of these girls for a lot of years.
Yeah, especially the seniors. I mean, that's his daughter's age, so he's been coaching some of these, my daughter for, since she was, U10 age level. So,
Hamilton-Wenham now doing a decent job.
And he's been part of the program too, as a JV coach and for a number of years, an assistant. So he's been at the high school level now for 3 or 4 years before. That's dangerous. Good recovery.
Ball's cleared out. Now a chance to counterattack here.
Look at this. Yes, that's a great run. Who's making that run?
Alyssa.
Nice.
Screaming down the line. She's gonna try and get to it. Gets shielded off of it. Nope. She keeps it in.
Ball is
playing it in. Playing it in. Ball's all the way out to their keeper now. A little bit of confusion there. She has to just tap it out.
That was fantastic.
Gonna be a kick in for Triton. Excellent play by Triton on Alyssa's part there.
No question.
And actually, what is her name? It's not Sophie. Who's the other striker for Triton?
Alyssa and Sophie are up there.
Oh, Sophie.
Right now.
Okay, so Sophie playing it over to her. Good little. That's actually a shot. It's going to bounce kind of funny. Opportunity there, but they just couldn't quite convert on it. But at least making this keeper work again.
That was Haley crossing it there.
Yeah, it was Haley, I think. Yep. And again, kind of a shaky goal kick. And Hamilton-Wenham manages to keep the possession of it for the moment.
Yep, it's going to go.
That's going to be harmless.
Yep.
So Darcy, who normally in the past has always been pretty vocal from back there, the mask makes it a little different too.
Yeah, a little muffled.
A little bit of a challenge for a keeper to be yelling to her teammates. Good opportunity here on the side for Izzy. If she can keep it in. She does.
Good. Who's going to help it?
She's got Maeve up. She's got Morgan up.
Yep.
That one's going to go to Alyssa. Sorry, not Maeve. And there's Sophie's on it.
There we go. Have a shot.
Izzy with a chance. She's going to put it up there.
Touch it. On it.
Oh!
My.
Ooh. Knocked down in the box. Almost.
One step away.
She wants that back.
Yep.
She had a chance in the North Reading game where there was a cross that came over to her left foot. She just couldn't quite get the foot on it the right way, but it's all right. She's up there. She was in the right spot.
No question.
She was in the right place.
And that was real close.
Keep being in the right place.
She's one step closer to that ball. She gets good, good touch on it, and it's in the net.
It's going to make her want to go after it more, though. Triton chances to clear it out. West midfield, good step up by Chloe. It's going to get back to O'Shea to Nissel. Nissel with a good little ball.
little bit off high.
Triton's going to send it out. Darcy to Haley.
Gotta be quick.
Haley Maeve doesn't have time. She's got to bring it back over the middle where she probably didn't want to.
Yep.
No COVID call there, which is good.
Yeah.
Hamilton-Wenham bench calling for a whistle. Not going to get it. Good defense. It's going to roll out. Should be just a. It's not a corner, right?
Should be a throw in.
Yeah. I think he's calling it a corner actually.
It was close. I thought it went to the left of the flag, but we'll see.
Yeah, he's calling it a corner.
All right. Yep.
So corners definitely look so weird compared to the past, where there's no wall, there's no.
Yep. No, it is a kick-in, I believe.
Oh, it is a kick-in. Okay.
But I don't know what the difference is with
this point.
with COVID.
Yeah.
Same result. Tapping the kick.
Coming right over the middle.
And we need tight marks there, girls. All right.
Hamilton-Wenham can't control though. Looks like it's going to go out and be Hamilton-Wenham ball though. That was dangerous across the middle though, and they've had problems in the past where that kind of thing there's not the right kind of talking in the box, and that's a bouncer, but it's going to go.
Ricochet. Yeah, it's easy to say, hard to do, but you can get bogged down looking at the ball, and the next thing you know, the girl you're supposed to be covering is not where she was a second ago, and so it's tough to toggle back and forth between the ball and who you're supposed to be covering, but you have to do it because next thing you know, you get a soft mark. The ball is where you're supposed to be, and they get an easy chance to score.
So a lot of contact, a lot happening in there. Not a lot of whistles, which is good. They're letting them play. Hopefully they'll keep letting them play.
Just stay in, right?
Nice play up the line.
Yeah, so
here's a chance.
Where's that weak side?
Another chance. Right over the middle, and it's a little bit too much, and Alyssa can't quite get to it.
Here comes Haley.
This is what she did the other night. She just possessed it all the way in the middle.
Nice
Beautiful
ball.
play right to Sophie.
One more.
Can't quite make the touch.
Man, they're clicking. They're doing real nice out there. Just one.
It's a good play. Nissel's got a chance to run it down. They're throwing everybody forward here. You can hear their coaching staff yelling.
There's a girl wide open in the middle there.
A lot of touching, a lot of bodies banging, but nope. It's just going to roll out harmlessly, I think. Yep. Should be a Triton kick-in, yeah? No? Yep, it sure is.
And just getting that extra attacker in with Haley. I mean, what a difference that was. I mean, you felt like there was we had him on the run.
Yeah.
And we did. One more pass, and we got a really good chance to get a shot off.
So Maeve out, Caroline back in over here on the right side, where I think she's more her side, more comfort for her.
Yeah, that's where she usually plays.
Good defense by Hamilton-Wenham, and a chance there to convert or to make some damage, but they don't. And again, a lot of contact in the center, and they're going to call that on Triton that time. COVID call. That should be indirect, right?
Should be. Yep. Although 40 yards out, it's not a big difference whether it's direct or indirect. Tough to score from that far out. Okay.
Oh, miscommunication there, and a shot over the top. So it looked like Izzy and Morgan both sort of thought the other one were going to go for it.
Yep.
Neither one did, and Hamilton-Wenham gets a shot off, but thankfully not on
the frame.
Yeah. Hamilton-Wenham making another sub. Number 2, Nora Gamber into the game. She's got a ton of room on her left if she wants to go towards it. Hamilton-Wenham, look, their entire team is on this side of the field right now.
Yep.
Nothing but space over there on Triton's left side.
Good step.
Number 4, O'Shea again. Gets off a shot, but
under pressure, so went wide.
Can be harmless.
You've done a much better job this season of marking up high so the girls don't allow those shots. last year that was the thing. They get, they're playing off of them and they were getting goals.
So right here, I want
the 18.
I want to see Triton throw a bunch of girls over to that side. I mean, just get away from standing right next, letting somebody mark you up like that. Just move away from the Hamilton-Wenham girls.
There you go, Chloe.
Chloe's going to send it to Caroline. It's going to be too much and roll out. If their entire team is going to play on this side of the field, then
play it to the opposite side.
Put some girls over there. That's where I think that, years and years of experience means you tend to look at the field the same way all the time.
Right.
So about 9 minutes left now in this third quarter. Hamilton-Wenham holding on to their 1-0 lead. Triton's been aggressive. Haven't been able to quite get the shots they wanted on it yet. And right off Alyssa's face, but she manages to stay in it. Play on. Morgan with the step up, can't quite get possession of it though. Another chance for Hamilton-Wenham. Off the body, and that's going to be a call on number 4, O'Shea, with the elbow. I think that would have been a non-COVID call too.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Hamilton's definitely putting the pressure on right now.
And then every single
Ball over midfield. Sophia can't quite get to it, but now she does. She's going to get possession of it, send it to Morgan. Morgan getting double teamed again.
Yeah, they're marking her up tight.
They are, yep.
I would think she's better.
Again, the ball kind of pinballing back and forth here at midfield.
That was really hard for her, so she went on to... The second, actually COVID hit, so she could go on Khan Academy. She understood
Sub for Triton.
with Khan Academy.
Not sure who that was. It just went out. It might have been Chloe.
So if you can go on. So I said, Hannah, to prep you for
Looks like Gabby came in.
summer, we're going to get in one of the Khan Academy just to refresh Alpha 1.
So again, look how aggressive Hamilton-Wenham is. That looks to be with intent. Yeah, now the ref is moving her back.
Yep.
So, but from a coaching tactics point, play that. Be aggressive all the time until the refs move you back.
That's right.
And they're not going to card you for that. So. Here's a good ball. It could bounce a little crazy. Their sweeper can't quite control it.
Come on, Caroline.
Caroline gave Kalina a chance to do something.
She's running the field nice.
And right as you say that, she loses her footing.
Yeah,
so.
but she closed on that real fast.
She did,
Some good speed there.
I managed to keep it in and managed to set herself up to do something, but unfortunately lost her footing on that.
That's a lot online on the computer.
Hamilton-Wenham with another sub. O'Shea coming off. And so here, we're not pressing nearly as much, although Alyssa got a foot on that one. Morgan Hall. And trying to find Alyssa. Almost. That's so in Morgan's skill set there, right there. Have her back to the other team's goal and manage to make a turn and send it downfield.
Yep. Well, she's got good balance and she's got a plan. She gets that one little touch of space and she uses it to get that shot, get the pass off or whatever she's trying to do.
Good, great play by Alyssa to come up there and make some pressure on her. Unfortunately, the ball gets turned over almost right away.
Careful.
Yeah, that looked dangerous there.
Right.
Good defense, though. Going to get the ball, a chance to run with it some.
Good restraint. Could easily. They come hard to that. There's a penalty right there, direct kick.
Chance to play something here as well.
There's a sweeper waiting for it.
Yep. Got to get just a little bit more pressure and move her to one side or the other.
Yeah, she's doing a nice job. She's, up at her center mid position or center D-back position, and then she drops back at sweeper just at the right times, to give depth to the defense.
So we're talking about Libby Collins, number 18, who looks like is a junior on this team. If I can read the roster right.
I'm going to see her again next year then.
We'll be ready for her.
Right. It can be an effective position, that sweeper position. It really can.
5 minutes left.
And you can hear the fans yelling, there's 5 minutes left in this quarter. Just under that.
Nice to tie it up going into the fourth quarter.
Caroline, Alyssa,
see if we can put something
Morgan
together.
Caroline and Alyssa and Morgan with some really good one-touch passing to keep possession for Triton. And again, Hamilton-Wenham not playing off unless they're told to. There's a ball that's going to run up for Sophie, but she can't quite get under it. Still some good pressure by Triton. They just got to put together a good shot on goal.
Yep.
Turns around, comes back to Hamilton-Wenham.
It should be Darcy's ball.
They're sort of content at this point to just sort of flick that ball down there. You know, they're not really trying to possess it as much in that sort of...
Well, we're doing a good job of, marking them there. We're not giving them much of an option, but just to sort of dump it in and see what happens. It's good solid defense at the midfield by our girls.
And there was Libby Collins again playing that sweeper role pretty well.
Yeah.
2 subs coming back in, O'Shea back on, and Jane Mcguire. Under 4 minutes now in the third quarter. 24 minutes of soccer left here for Triton. A chance to really do something. If they do get a flurry of goals, those 3 goals I was looking for, that'd be pretty exciting.
That'd be a nice way to finish the season off.
Yes, it would be.
I think you may get a rise out of the hometown crowd, too.
Who's gotten very quiet, unfortunately.
Right.
So
here we go. We got a touch on this. Alyssa's playing.
Got the wheels to get around her.
She is playing her heart out tonight.
She is playing really well. No call except to be Triton ball on the kick-in.
Just crazy, 100% effort by Alyssa tonight.
And look at number 10, well inside of the 10-yard mark.
Yep.
Gets away with it. Goes over to Alyssa. Alyssa, a chance to send it to Morgan. Great ball. It's a little bit too much though, and Morgan's not going to be able to get under it quite in time.
Really well done.
It's a good combination though. They're both juniors. They're going to be around next year.
Yep, that's right. And Sophie up there as a freshman in the mix. But that touch by Alyssa and then that little chip shot in was just fantastic. I mean, I think Alyssa's having her best game of the season.
She is.
At least as far as I can tell.
Yeah, no, she's playing really, really well. So keeper makes a mistake. And chance here to capitalize on this. Send that ball up.
Come on, get a foot on it.
Morgan gets a foot on it. That's a weird high bouncing over the top shot. That would have been nice if that had fallen in. Morgan Hall, I think the leading goal scorer for Triton, probably.
She's got two or three, right?
Yeah.
I know Alyssa's got one and Sophie's got one.
And Morgan had one the other night, and she had one in an earlier game.
Right. So Caroline's due for a goal tonight.
Yes, she is. Yep. Very true. She's on this right side, nearest to us. Ball's going to roll out. Triton kick in. All right, Triton. Wait until they're backed up enough.
Good.
Oh, almost worked. Again, that's play that would have worked on the grass probably a little better. The touch would have been just a little bit different.
Yep.
And go rolling out. So just a minute now left to play in this quarter. And then we're down to the last 20 minutes of soccer. Great steal by Alyssa. Keeps that ball in bounds. Goes around her. Chance to send it to the middle. Great play to Sophie. Go play to Sophie, and it's bounces and almost takes enough of a crazy bounce.
And that is so well done.
That keeper has been challenged, and she might. No, she didn't send it over. I thought she was going to kick it over the top again. Caroline, who, as you said, is due.
Yeah.
A lot of pressure on her. Manages to get it to Alyssa, but a little too much. It's going to come around.
Maddie's there for it.
Maddie's going to send it back up.
Yeah, the girls are in it. They're in it. They are playing really focused, high-energy soccer right now.
They've just got to keep it up for the last 30 seconds or so of this quarter. Is that a call?
Yeah, it's a penalty.
So Alyssa gets called for the foul on number 12.
That was a solid foul.
That's one of their captains. And so in the last few seconds here, this quarter,
needs to keep
good opportunity for Hamilton-Wenham. That ball's not going to, it's going to get in. Chance there for Hamilton-Wenham, nothing comes of it. And there we go, there's the end of the quarter.
Well, good flurry at the end for sure.
Yeah,
a lot of that with Alyssa's effort and and ball skills and just making plays. And that last play at the end there was fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, real nice touch, got that ball out, and then didn't just blast it into the for the cross. Yes, he looked up and put it at Sophie's feet.
Right.
It's really well done.
They've been close. They've been close more in this third quarter than they were in the entire game now. So they got to come out with that same energy and
that's right.
No mistakes and and just make it happen. Get a goal, tie this game up. Fourth quarter, 20 more minutes of soccer for these girls. And I was talking to the AD before the game. There are other Triton events after this. There's still, I think, a field hockey game maybe that has to be made up.
Yep.
And I feel like there was something else that he mentioned. So that the whole fall sports season isn't quite done, but it sort of feels like it tonight. So.
And they canceled all playoffs for all sports.
Yeah. Yep. So I think this is probably going to be it. I don't know if there's any more home events at all. So this might be the last time we have the lights on in the stadium until the spring. So unless they decide to build a basketball court out here and start playing outside basketball.
Or outdoor hockey or something, right?
Yeah. Flood the field and make it a rink. Why not?
So the boys are done for the season. The boys soccer.
Boys soccer ends tonight. They're at Hamilton-Wenham. They unfortunately lost the other night to Amesbury. We talked about the Amesbury team brought in a new head coach this year, a woman who played for Amesbury, and is one of the very few female head coaches of a boys team. And probably, I don't know if she's the only female coach of a boys soccer team, but in any case, so she's a Amesbury alum who played Division I soccer and then came back and according to what I was reading in the paper, she really sort of brought that Division I soccer mentality to that Amesbury boys program, and they've gotten better and better. And they had a couple ties heading into Monday night's game against Triton, and then it was their first win since 2016.
Oh wow!
And their first win in the Cal since 2000. So no, 2010. Sorry. Wow. So they went 10 years without a win in the Cal. And 4 years without a win overall, and so they got there on Monday night.
Yeah, well, it's amazing what a good coach will do for a team. That's a heck of a losing streak.
A 10-year Cal losing streak and a 4-year all-around losing streak. So
that's a tough run.
Yeah. So the Triton boys, unfortunately, were on the wrong end of that, but it's a good story.
Yep.
Good sports story all the way around.
Yep. And here we go. 20 minutes, girls. Finish
Step
strong.
up there. Morgan Hall, ball at her feet. Sends it to the wing. Can't quite get there on it. It's gonna stand. She's got it.
Nice recovery.
Great play. Yeah, great play. Triton coming out fast, strong. No handball there. That's good.
This girl's got speed, and she's pushing, but we're not going to call it.
Oh, excellent defense. She somehow still gets around on it, though. Oh, and there's the mistake we were talking about. She's got too much speed. She's too quick.
Those are the inconsistent calls on COVID, though. I mean, she's definitely...
She was pushing to get position. She was definitely pushing to get position. So that's...
A call at the very least, whether it's on us or on them. I mean, there's all sorts of contact there.
So Claire Nissel with her goal, and so the...
Unfortunate. That's a tough way to start the quarter.
It is, yeah, because they had some good momentum there early. They looked like they had the energy, and then just one mistake over there. And again, a mistake a bit on the rest for not being consistent calling that.
Right.
So Izzy Roniger now, the ball at her feet. She loses it to Hamilton-Wenham. Caroline's over there on the right wing with her. Now O'Shea with the ball. Chance to go around, but Triton's defense should be able to shut this down.
That's a nice little comeback there to show for her.
Not quite.
Yep, it was nice to come back, though. Janet gave her the option.
Little give and go. And it's going to roll out for a corner kick after all that.
Looks like I was out before that, but guess not.
And so the momentum has definitely shifted dramatically from the first 10 seconds of the first 15-20 seconds. It looked like Triton was coming out on fire, and then chaos quickly. And now we're on another corner kick, another chance for Hamilton-Wenham to do something. O'Shea is going to take a left footer. Nope, can't get it off cleanly. Morgan with a chance to bring it up the field, sends it to Izzy. Izzy's got Caroline running with her, and she gets it to her. Caroline turns it over, but the ball was just carrying all the play all the way down the field, another 20 yards. And she was onside. Chance to center, and does. Triton's defense clears it out of there before Darcy has to touch it. Number 2 with a shot.
Someone's down.
Someone's down for Triton. Slow to get back up. Ball back to midfield, but again, Triton can't seem to get it and keep possession past midfield right now.
There it is.
Morgan sends it up. There's Alyssa on the ball. She can't quite turn on it. It's going to come across. We should have this, and we should keep possession for a while here now.
Yep,
good little move to Alyssa.
Good.
Should be able to turn on it. Just trying to find Izzy. Still working it. There's a little chance right there. That's going to fall in, unfortunately, to the keeper. Good pressure, though. Good pressure.
Not good ball movement.
Keep that up.
Yep, for sure.
Ball's should roll all the way out for a throw-in, though. It's pretty far down the field. So Triton again needs to be quick with this ball to make something happen, and they were slow on it, and pressure from Hamilton-Wenham, who now controls it again.
It's a good ball.
Nissa with the ball at her feet again. She is dangerous. Great defense, though. Keep that ball out. Going to be a corner kick. Good number of fans here. Like we said, got the little student section over there.
Yeah, solid.
Got some, even got some siblings in the house for this game.
Yeah.
It's exciting. So a number of subs for Triton now. Looks like Maeve's back in. Not sure who else is in. Not sure who. Caroline looks like she went out. Number 8 crosses it.
Oh, it's a problem.
All sorts of chaos in the box, and somehow.
I don't know how they didn't go in.
That wouldn't go in either.
Right?
Wow.
That was dangerous.
When you're up 2-0 and you miss that shot, you shake it off and you walk back.
That's
if it were 0-0 right there,
Yeah,
you don't just walk away from that shaking your head.
No, that's right. No, that's what keeps you up at night after the game.
So Hamilton-Wenham, one thing that has changed for them is they're marking Alyssa a lot more tightly now.
Yep.
She can't move around the field without number 3 on her. And there's another play for O'Shea, who falls down.
Yeah,
no call. She just did it on her own.
She's off balance.
Out to Morgan. Morgan looking for Maeve, it looks like, on the... Did she bring a shotgun?
That is a lot of ducks.
Maeve now controlling it on the side, sends it to... I'm not sure who, but they can't quite get to it.
Step. Good.
Move there. Need another one. And that's kind of a shot, not really on goal. Makes Darcy work a little bit. Darcy sends it up to Alyssa. Oh, almost a chance to go by her. Doesn't quite get it. And again, Hamilton-Wenham is winning that possession in midfield over Triton pretty much every time. That's a lot of time on the ball here in a dangerous position. O'Shea swings it out to the right. The Hamilton-Wenham team is slipping and falling a lot more out there. I don't know if the field's maybe gotten a bit wet.
Yeah, as the sun dropped, yeah. It looks a little shinier out there.
Chance to center it. She does.
Nice ball.
Again dangerous. Again dangerous. Number 2 can't step up and get a shot. She does now. Darcy's there.
It's good left foot.
Keep that in mind. She did not try and bring it to her right foot.
No.
Definitely went to her left. Hopefully that won't mean anything because she's not going to get more clean shots. So, there's a good little play for Izzy, but that sweeper's back there again. Clears it out. So Izzy and Alyssa playing really well now. I think in the beginning of the season it was hard to see. They didn't seem to have that kind of chemistry going. I think that's definitely improved.
Yep.
And I think Izzy and Morgan are communicating really well now.
Yeah, I think Izzy I'm not sure she feels more comfortable. I think she's playing better on the wing as opposed to the striker position. Just a little more space.
Yep.
When she gets the ball.
Yep.
And as a freshman, you don't know, right, with Sophie, so she's come in and really been effective as striker. So it's been able to give Pressman the chance to. Here it is.
Alyssa, turn and shot. Oh. And the first big save of the night
That was really well done.
for Hamilton-Wenham's
Nice save.
Hamilton-Wenham's keeper. But great pressure by Triton to make that happen. Here comes Hamilton-Wenham the other way.
Right back at us.
Really no danger though right now.
But yeah, to finish the thought, Izzy's had a lot of great games out at the wing, and having Sophie up there at the striker position is they've made our offense a little more threatening.
Yeah, I think so. And I mean, like you said, maybe she's not as comfortable, but she certainly does. She certainly looks it over there.
Yeah,
so.
she looks great out there.
Okay, a lot of contact by 12. Trying to send it out to Maeve, who wasn't where I think her teammate thought she was going to be. Kicking now for Hamilton-Wenham. Probably going to send it back to that sweepers. She's going to give the big boot.
Yep, she's got good skills.
Solid play by Hamilton-Wenham there. Number 9 is
dangerous.
Still on sides at the moment.
There's
number 2 again.
Good defense, so take
Great
advantage
defense.
of that bad touch.
Great defense.
Is that Haley? Yeah, that was Haley.
Yeah.
She looks a little banged up out there. It's all right. 10 minutes to go in the season, she can suck it up.
11 more minutes of soccer.
Right.
Yep, she'll be fine. So again, Darcy's got a lot of teammates on her left side. Hamilton-Wenham is stacked heavy on the side that she was on the ball on. That might be just good scouting. They may see that Darcy never ever brings the ball across the field like that.
Oh, someone's coming hard at that. Is that Haley or Maddie?
Yeah, I think it's Maddie, and I think number 4, Maddie, and I think
she got a call.
She did. Good play. Chance to send something down. She's looking for Maeve on the far right. She's going to send it instead to Izzy, who's got Maeve.
Nice
Maeve's
ball.
on it. Can she keep it in? She can't.
No.
It's a little bit fast down that right side.
Yeah.
Again, on grass, that ball stays in.
I was just thinking that. Yep, those little things that make the difference. Maybe she gets the touch and crosses it, and we got a chance to, have a scoring opportunity.
But good to see Triton's pressure all the way up here. Everybody on Triton on the offensive side of the ball of the pitch.
Yep.
Chance to get a foot on it here. Hamilton-Wenham with some wheels. Sends it all the way down that line.
Haley stride for stride with her. Maddie backs her up. Chloe.
Chance to send it down. There's that sweeper. Good touch by Hamilton-Wenham. Bring the ball right to the center. And that girl's got wheels to go around her, but going to be able to turn around here.
Alea's there to pick it up.
She ends up tapping it out in there. Yeah, they're going to call it. They're going to call it a Hamilton-Wenham ball. So under 10 minutes, Triton's had some chances, but not really enough here. And again, Hamilton-Wenham threatening. The cross here would be a lot of trouble.
It should be offsides. Yeah.
I don't know that Triton necessarily executed a perfect offside trap there so much as it just...
No, just an aggressive run by Hamilton-Wenham.
Ball's up now for Morgan. And again, that
borderline dangerous play there, right? I mean, she had her cleats up pretty high.
Yeah. And again, a lot of physical play. There
we go. Come on, Haley.
Can call out Haley. Going to bring it across midfield. Send it up to her teammate. Nope, it's going to go. She's got to recover now.
Yep, good decision. There it is.
Swings it out to Julia.
Yep. Look up. Look for the pass.
Julia has it taken away from her. Number 15. You can't do that with 15. You gotta know who's out there. Good cross, but she has nobody waiting for her.
It's got to be much quicker.
Yep.
Right. Quicker touch. Look. Distribute the ball.
Yep.
You've got it. Just like when you're a quarterback, you got to have that. In your head. You get 2-3 seconds, and someone's going to be on you.
Yep. And at this point in the game, just the same way that Hamilton-Wenham knows where Alyssa is all over the field. I mean, if you look, number 3 is sticking right next to Alyssa, even though they're so far away from the ball.
Right.
Same thing with number 15. If 15, you got to know where she is when you're on defense, and you get the ball and she's anywhere nearby, just get rid of it.
Right.
don't try and do too much with it.
Yeah, and she's fast and strong, so you want to stop her at the point of possession. Don't let her get ahead of steam up.
Chloe sends it out. Alyssa may have a chance to do something here.
That's nice.
Sends it to Alea. Alea can send it down or run with. She's going to send it, unfortunately, out. Looks like she didn't quite get the touch she wanted on that. Under 8 minutes now for Triton to get on the board.
I think we got Izzy up at striker, right, with Alyssa.
Looks like.
Maeve on the right side. Okay. Julia's out on the left side. So you get an interesting lineup in there right now to finish this game off.
Should be seeing Caroline coming back in here at some point, I would imagine. Like we were saying, she's due for a score.
Right.
Morgan Hall, good touch, but Julia that time gets rid of it quickly. Right up to Alyssa.
There it is.
And Alyssa's got Izzy. Izzy will move on it. Maeve's
She's making the run.
Gotta get down there. She's got to get down there. She runs right through a girl. But can't quite get there in time. But enough pressure to force them to kick it out.
Exactly.
So it's good.
Yep. Under 7 minutes to go in the season.
Oh, jeez.
Went fast. I mean, it was. They always go fast, but when you have 10 games as opposed to 18, they go really fast.
Right. And we only had 8, I think, here at home total, but there's a good ball. Chance for Alyssa to put it on.
Touch.
Oh. They're still in there, though. They're still in there.
How do you not call that?
I don't know.
She comes in, cleats up on her.
They are going to call that, though. Yeah, you're right. That was a dangerous play before that. I'm not sure why they wouldn't blow the whistle on that.
But they call a benign touch. COVID foul on us.
Right.
So
right here,
there you go.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
6 minutes to go here. Let's see if Triton can just put another good set of pressure on him here in the last 6 minutes. Make something happen. Sweeper sends it midfield. Good little turn there, but unfortunately to nobody in midfield.
Yep, just
Not sure if Morgan wasn't where she thought she was going to be.
That's a good little run.
Ball's going to stay in. 5 on the ball now.
There's Alyssa.
Alyssa with a chance to do something. It's going to go out. They're going to call that Triton ball, I think. Nope, they're calling it Hamilton-Wenham. So late sub here for Triton. Darcy coming off. Chance for the fans to give her a big stomping cheer as she comes out. Her last game of her senior season. Round of applause. It's fantastic.
I think they're going to maybe put her in on the field.
Oh, they might, yeah.
Yeah, because there's no reason to take her out, right? So I bet they're going to give her some time in the field to close it out. Looks like she's putting a uniform on.
Yeah. Nice.
I wonder why they would do that. She's not hurt, Here she is. She's going to finish it out on the field, which if you know from the beginning, that's where she started. Was up on offense.
Who came out?
Well, no one. They put Olivia in net, I think, right? Oh, no, I don't know.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, right, of course. Olivia came in and
maybe they took Izzy out. I don't know. That's great. Nice touch. I think they took Izzy out.
Yeah, okay. Alyssa, chance to do something here.
There's no COVID foul there, right? We'll call that on us.
That is frustrating.
Two girls,
Right.
Without a doubt.
Boxing her in and
hitting her. I mean, not a penalty, but certainly a COVID penalty.
So here comes Hamilton-Wenham. Under 4 minutes now. Let's see if Triton can make something happen. Get this ball and do something with it. Chloe, chance to touch it. Morgan Hall with it now. Morgan with a good little pass. She's got Maeve trailing her on the right. She's got Darcy up there on the right.
Take the space.
Got a chance to do
distribute.
Ends up running into her and ends up just coming right back out to field. Good step up by Triton's defense. At this point, they're all throwing everything forward here.
Another good
Great
step.
play by Julia. Long ball.
Flat-footed girls.
And then our keeper coming all the way out, having to misplay it. Not sure what's going to happen here. Number O'Shea's got a chance on it. She can't get anything out of it. Triton's defense comes through again.
Haley and Maddie.
When the keeper's down, Triton defense manages to step up and cleanly get that ball out of the box and out of play.
Fantastic.
Here they come again. Hamilton-Wenham a chance to center it.
Nice service.
Trying to play it out of there, and it's tough because you can't header it out, and that's where you really wish you could.
Right.
Under 3 minutes now. Alyssa coming out. She'll be done for the season. That's Izzy coming in for her last minutes.
Yep.
So Triton, under 3 minutes here, 2.5. Let's make something happen.
Nice turn.
Morgan Hall, good little move.
That's great.
Great little move,
That's
right
good.
down the line.
Take the
Perfect
space.
play. Keep it in, keep it in, keep it in. I think she did. Oh, they're going to call it out. That was close. Oh, that was close. Hamilton-Wenham in no rush at all now with just 2 minutes left to play. They're just going to keep the ball. Late sub here for Hamilton-Wenham. They're going to send it down. Julia steps up. Here's a chance for Darcy to threaten, and that time their sweeper didn't make the right play. Just kind of kicked it out of bounds.
Yep. She had time to take the touch.
Yep.
I think they have a different sweeper in there. Is that a different one? Looks like it.
Not sure yet.
Maybe not.
Triton rushing as much as they can here now.
Asking for 10.
Darcy with a big foot on it. Into the middle.
Looks like a handball.
A handball, was it in the box?
No question. Outside the box, but it's a handball for sure.
So the clock's going to stop here at the minute mark in about 15 more seconds. So this is really Triton's last chance to at least get a goal here. It's a direct kick, right?
Direct kick. See if
So
we can.
Darcy with a chance to score.
They're gonna give it to Darce. Well,
And hey, that looks like a wall to me. That looks like Hamilton-Wenham girls are not 6 feet apart. Yep, and the ref's coming in and saying, "Hey,
yeah.
you got to break that apart. You can't. You got to be 6. There you go. Stretch them out 6 feet apart." Darcy, this is going to be it. She's going to take this shot, hopefully put it in the goal, and then it's going to be the whistle. It's a good shot. It's a little high. It goes right over the top of the goal. Darcy's just sitting on the ground now. At least she had a good chance at it, though.
Right?
Yeah, good opportunity. Under a minute now, so Hamilton-Wenham can just clear this out. Sub in now. Putting their striker back in for her last few minutes. Hamilton-Wenham taking their time. Ball's going to roll out. Nope. Yep, chance to play here real quick. You got to move quick, Julia. Move quick, send it up. Send it back and send it up, quick. Chance to get to Darcy. Nope, that's going to be the whistle. And there it is, your final.
It is.
And so Triton loses one at home to end the season 2-0 to Hamilton-Wenham. That was a tough one because it was really just a couple mistakes. And throughout the whole game, some great pressure by Triton, great opportunities, great chances, and nice to see Coach Pressman recognize Darcy and let her come up and play on the offense for the last 5 minutes of the game. And she even managed to get herself a shot on goal. Right. So that was good all the way around. But tough way to end the season. I think they ended up with 1 win, right?
1 win, 1 tie.
And 8 losses, I guess, or 6 losses, something like that. So, but they got to play. That was the most important part of it.
No, that's right. And there's stuff to build on there, and they've had a lot of great play. Just got to figure out how to win the games, as opposed to lose the games.
Right.
A lot of tight games. With Darcy and the last 7 or so games. I mean, I'm not sure that the margin of victory was any more than 2 goals, and most of them were 1 goal. So you just have to figure out how to get over the hump.
Right.
So
they'll bring back a lot of good juniors. They'll bring back some good sophomores and even freshmen that got time out there this year. So,
that's right.
So really solid play all the way around. Solid games. Yeah, it's going to be a solid program, no question about it. So Coach Pressman's first year doesn't start the way I think he wants it. But I told him we'd be here to call his 100th win. So
there you go. Oh boy,
it's it's a lot of seasons away, but we'll be here. So yeah, it's been a good soccer season all the way around for Triton. I mean, at least they got out here and they got to play. So that's what matters most. So the team should be coming across the field.
One last trot for our seniors and the Triton girls soccer team.
Big round of applause. They come across. Absolutely, great squad. So Haley Moreland and Izzy Reiniger, Darcy McDonough. Who are the other seniors on that team?
Maddie Landry.
Maddie Landry.
Yep. Gabby McKendry.
Right, Gabby McKendry, yep.
Yeah, I think Lily's a senior as well. You know, it's eight or nine seniors that are moving on. So
good for them. Well, thank you, Eric.
Yeah,
thanks. This was
fun.
This was fun. So we'll be right back here next season, and hopefully we'll get to do basketball, Bob. Hopefully get some basketball, get some softball. We missed that last season. That was too bad. I definitely missed it. Believe it or not, softball is kind of fun. So we'll be back. Again, Bob, thank you very much. Eric, thank you very much. And that's it from Triton. Thanks.